everyone. So we are from group 6 and we will review a movie titled Enola Holmes Part 2. And let me start with myself with my favorite characters. So my favorite one is Eudoria Holmes or Enola's mom. I love her because she is strong, she is independent, and she is brave. As a woman, I got inspired by her and I see her as a role model. She shows that women can be good enough to be a leader, and yeah, she shows us to be more calm and also naturally taking care of each other. And beside that, I love her because she is an amazing parents, amazing mom. She teach Enola to fight. She teach Enola about education, and she raised her kids perfectly. That's why I love Eudora Holmes so much. And uh, yeah, I love her so much.
So guys, now I want to tell you about my favorite character from the movie, and the title is Enola Holmes Part 2. And my favorite character in this movie is actually Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes is Enola's older brother. There are a few reasons why I like Sherlock Holmes in this movie, and the first is he feels more human in this movie. I think in this movie we see a different side of Sherlock. He is not just smart and cool like in the books, and I think he also feels lost sometimes. He makes mistakes, and I think he needs help from his sister, and I think that makes him feel more real and easier to relate to. And the second is his struggle feels relatable. What I really like is how the movie shows him as a normal person, not just a genius detective. I think he has his own case to solve, but he keeps failing, and at one point he doesn't even know who to trust anymore. I think a lot of us also feel that way sometimes, and like we are um, supposed to be good at something, but things just don't go as planned. And the third is his character growth with Enola. Another reason uh, I like him the relationship between Sherlock and Enola. I think in the beginning he is the type of brother who is busy with his own work and doesn't really pay attention to his little sister. But slowly we see him start to open up, and I think ask for her help, and even admit um, that he was wrong about some things, and that growth makes him a more interesting character compared to the first movie, and uh, where he was more in the background. So overall, Sherlock is not just the smart or the older brother, I think he becomes someone with real feelings, real doubts, and real growth. That's why he is my favorite characteristic in this movie.
Okay, today I wanna tell you my favorite character is Enola Holmes. Nah, basically she's got this messy but charming Victorian look, brown hair that always a little all over the place. Period costumes is something used disguises, and this face that always look like she's 3 steps ahead of everyone else. But what really makes her stand out is her personality, of course. She's not a perfect hero, she's getting strong, she doubts herself and gets through in jail, but she keeps going anyway. But the thing I love most, she literally talks to the camera like she's venting to a friend. It makes the whole movie feel way more personally and fun to watch. And next, we will talk about the message that I got from the movie. Since I end up this movie in the class with my friends, I got some messages to know to apply with myself. The first one is never afraid to stand up with something right. You know, Enola teach us to stay brave enough to stay. We need to have the courage to fight for the justice, and even it is difficult through the film, Enola gives me a perspective that as women we need to stay for our self. We need to stand by ourselves, so we can help the others. And the another message that I got from the movie are women are capable or of achieving great things. Uh, in the past century, men are everything, but Enola teach us to be. I think we the woman needs standing for their self, and this movie actually challenge a woman to face the Victorian society, which is can I say that is a patriarchy. There is a lot yeah there is a lot of men centered in that story. And the last one that I got from the movie is teamwork and support can make a difference. Enola is not standing by herself. She got help by her brothers, her mom, her family, and even her partners. That's why if you spend your time with your family and with the great people, it's better to get yourself confident with the what you want. Okay, message I get from the movie. First, you don't need to anyone permissions to prove yourself. When Enola opened her own detective agency, but nobody takes her seriously because she's young and she's woman. Client assumed her previous case was actually solved by Sherlock, but she doesn't quite. This is worth to highlighting because honestly it's still happening today, not just in the 100 ache. one 1,800. And the second is asking her for help isn't a weakness. Enola and Sherlock both start out trying to solve their case alone to prove to admit they need each other. But the moment actually team up, everything start clicking. Sometimes we're just too stubborn to admit we need a people. And Shuri uh, change starts with the people nobody listen to. This movie is actually inspired by a real historical event, the Match Girl strike of 19, 19 1888, where a female factory workers went to strike to demand a basic right. Not politician, not powerful people, just regular girls who had enough. That's what makes this movie more than just a fun mystery. There's a real history in it.
So guys, now I want to explain the message of this movie in one sentence. It could be: people with power often try to silence people who have no power unless someone stand up for them. I think the movie is based on a real history. Workers, especially women, were treated unfairly by factory owners. The only way they could fight back was by working together and doing a strike. So the movie is not just about solving a mystery, and I think it's also about justice and standing by your family even when it's risky. But uh, that's not the only message I got from this movie. There are two more points I want to mention uh, now, and the first is the movie shows that uh, you don't have to do anything alone. In the beginning, Enola tries to handle her case by herself, and she also tries to look strong all the time. And but later, she learns that asking for help from her brother, from her friends, and even people he just met is, I think, is not a weakness, but I think this is a good lesson, especially for people who feel like they always have to look like they have everything under control. And the second, the movie also talk about uh, the value of small people in society. The factory workers in the story are usually, I think, ignored by people in power, but um, it turns out they are the ones who actually know what's really happening. I think this reminds me that we should not underestimate people just because they don't have a high position or a loud voice. sometimes they are the ones see the truth more clearly than anyone else. I think that's all for the message from me. Thank you.
Okay, let's start with the plot of the movie. I will share the beginning of the storyline. It begins with Enola Holmes running through the crowded while chased by the several cops or police officer. And the first word that Enola said is, okay, let me explain. That was my favorite because it brings us to flashback from what happened that Enola got in the past, and the story has begun. So from the first cast in season 1, Enola actually met her own agency, detective agency with her name Enola Holmes. However, everything is not as her expected. That I said before, in the century, patriarchy is still bigger. That's why Enola, as a young and woman, many people do not believe her to solve the problem, to uh, solve the problem of, and they didn't believe uh, Enola as a detective. But one day when Enola considering to close her business or detective agency, a young lady, or a young child woman called Bessie, they want to meet Enola Holmes. Bessie arrives at her office and asks Enola to help her find her missing sister, Sarah Chapman. Sarah Chapman was a young girl who worked in a factory industry, and she disappeared under mysterious circumstance. As a detective, Enola wants to solve this problem, and she wants to help Bessie to find her sisters.
So guys, now I want to tell you about the middle part of the movie plot. Is as Enola investigates, she realizes Sarah's disappearance is connected to something much bigger, and factory workers dying from what's supposedly typhus, and but something feels off. And meanwhile, Sherlock is working on a totally separate case involving government bribery. And slowly they realize their cases are actually connected, and they reluctantly decided to work together.
Okay, for the ending, Enola gets framed for the murder of May, one of Bessie's friends. Her fingerprints are on the murder weapons, and she ends up in a prison. Sherlock knows it's impossible. She's never touched that knife. Their mother, Aurora, and her friends edit a break Enola out of prison, and they escape on a carriage while throwing smoke bomb and the cop chasing them. Eventually, the whole corporation get exposed. The corrupt superintendent Grill is taken down, and Sarah is finally safe.
Okay, so let's move to the best scenes. My favorite one is when Enola uncovers the truth behind Sarah Chapman's disappearance and reveals the corruptions connected to the match factory. One of the best scenes in Enola Holmes 2 is the final confrontation at the factory, where Enola finally puts all the clues together and solves the mystery. In this scene, she discovers the truth behind the missing girl and the corruptions connected to the match girl strike. The atmosphere is very intense because in this situation, everything happens quickly, and Enola need to think carefully and under pressure. And the another scenes that I love is at almost the ending of the movie when Enola encouraged the girls workers to stand up for their right, and they start singing together. That's one of my favorite. Oh, don't forget about the Eudoria Holmes when she looked at her daughter very proudly. That one is my favorite.
Okay, my best scene from the movie is the prison break plus carriage escape scene. So, picture this: Enola is sitting in the prison cell, and suddenly the door swing open, and her mom just show up. They escape onto a carriage. Police are chasing them. Smoke bombs are flying everywhere. Totally chaos. And in the middle of all that, Enola is calmly explaining her entire cast to her mom like they're having a tea. The dialogue goes something like, "You've gotten yourself into quite a mess, haven't you? I had it under control. You were in prison cell temporarily. It's fun, taste, and really heartwarming all the at the same time. Easily the most counting mother-daughter reunion in a cinema story."
So guys, now I want to tell you about my favorite scene in this movie. My favorite scene is the masquerade ball scene. It looks really nice visually, I think. But more than that, this is the scene where all the storylines finally meet. Enola's cast, Sherlock's cast, and her relationship with Theo Casbury all happen at the same time. I think this is where the movie gets really exciting.
And okay, for the last one is the vocabulary that I got from the movie. The first one is courageous. It means that very brave. And the implication for the sentence is Enola was courageous when facing dangerous situations. Second is witness. It means that a person who sees an event happen. And the sentence is the witness described everything she saw during the accident. Okay, next is operation. It means the unfair treatment or control over a group of people. And the sentence is the film highlights the operation of female factories workers in the Victorian England. Next is corroborate. It means that to support a statement or theory with evidence. So the sentence is Enola gathers clues that corroborate her theory about the factories hidden crimes. The the fifth number is covert or hidden or secret. And the implication is the investigation reveals a covert operation involving powerful figures. And next is malpractice, meaning it is something illegal or improper behavior, especially by professional or organization. And the sentence is the factory is involved in serious industrial malpractice. Next is conspiracy. It is a secret plan made by a group to do something harmful or illegal. The sentence is the story uncovers conspiracy between businessmen and government officials. Okay, the seventh is systemic. It means that affecting the entire system, not just one part. The implication to the sentence is the film exposed systemic inequality in a Victorian society. Number 8 is perpetrator. It means that the person who commits a crime or wrongdoing. The sentence is Enola works to identify the perpetrator behind the factory's thefts. Number 9 is subjugation. It means that the act of bringing someone under control. Yeah, and sentence is the movie reflects the subjugation of women in industrial workplace. And the last one is revelation. It means that something surprising that becomes known. And the sentence is the final revelation change how all the clues connect. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, now I want to tell you about the vocabularies from the movie. The first is detective, and the implication for the example sentence is Enola becomes a detective, just like her brother Sherlock. Okay, we move to next number 2 is investigation, and the example sentence is the investigation gets more complicated as the movie goes on. Okay, we move to number 3 is conspiracy. Is example sentence is Enola finds out the missing person case is a part of a bigger conspiracy. Okay, next is masquerade, and the example sentence is the masquerade scene is one of the most exciting parts of this movie. Okay, we move to next is vulnerable, and the implication for the example sentence is Sherlock looks more vulnerable in this movie than in the first one. Next, the next is particularly, and the implication for the example sentence is I particularly enjoy the relationship between Sherlock and Enola. Okay, we move to number Uh, number 7 sorry number 7 is historical, and the example sentence is this movie is inspired by a historical event, Matsgar strike. Okay, we move to next is number 8, and number 8 is comfortable. The example sentence is Sherlock does not seem comfortable asking for help at first. Okay, we move to next is number 9. Number 9 is successfully, and implication for the sentence is Enola successfully solved the case with help from her family. Okay, and the last is relationship, and implication for the example sentence is the relationship between Sherlock and Enola grows stronger in this movie. I think that's all vocabularies from me, and thank you for your attention and see you.
Okay, we move to vocabulary I get from the movie. First, superintendent, a senior police officer in charge. The what? The word is the superintendent refused to release Enola even when Sherlock showed up to vouch for her. And the second is deductions, conclusions reached through logical reasoning. Like his deductions was brilliant. He figured out the suspect job just from the handshake. And this number 3 is comparisons. A secret plan made by a group to do something harmful, like the conspiracy went all the way from the factory floor to the government. And number 4 is infiltrations, secretly entering a place or organizations to gather informations. Her infiltrations of the match factory almost went perfectly. Almost. And number 5 is corrupt. This hand is especially someone who abuse their power. The corrupt officers were covering for the real killer the entire time. And number 6, accomplice, persons who help someone else to commit a crimes, like the quite secretly turned out to be a murderous accomplice all along. And number 7, suffrages, someone who fights the right to vote, especially for women. Like Enola's mother was a suffragist who believed women deserve an equal voice in society. And 8, persecution, treating someone cruelly or unfairly over a long period of time, like the factory workers face persecutions just for demanding several working conditions. And number 9 is fingerprinting, the method of identifying people through their unique fingerprint patterns. Fingerprinting was a brand new technology in the factory era, and it nobly got Enola convicted. And number 10 is importment. The process of giving someone more confidence, freedom, or power. Like at this corn, this movie is really about the empowerment of women who were constantly underestimate.